everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. I am back with a makeover video today. I have been doing a little bit of a makeover on the loft room, so I thought I would share with you everything that I've been doing up here. I'm filming this on a rather warm day. It's actually a heat wave in London at the moment, and I think this week we're expecting the temperatures to go up to about 35 degrees, and I think we're in the late 20s today, so yes, it's rather warm, so excuse the sweaty mess that I am today. Look at this guy. This is incredible, isn't it? Do you remember, if you've been here a long time, you might remember this. When I used to do houseplant rescue videos back in the day, I featured this peace lily, which I've had a very long time now, and oh, the pollen's falling off it. But yes, I've been feeding it, and it has come on really, really well. It's really strong now, and we've got some new growth down there. But yeah, I'm just so impressed with this shoot that's just shot right up and created that. How incredible. I think that is the first time it's flowered in such a long time. This plant is over 10 years old, so it just shows that they can always bounce back. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you were here back in the day when I used to do the houseplant rescue videos. That was a while ago. That was like, yeah, a good few years ago now. But anyway, I'm getting distracted because I just saw that in the background. I thought he should say hello to you. And yeah, let's get on with the video. So I've been painting a wall in here. I've been busy with that, so that's kind of pretty much done. The paint that I've been using is this lick paint. So they sent me over this. They sent me over some different samples to try out on the walls, which were the peel and stick ones. You might have seen those already. And I asked all of your opinions, and I also asked on Instagram as well. If you would like to follow me over there, it's Mr. Carrington or Mr. Carrington Home. I've got 2 accounts, and it would be great to see you over there as well. But yeah, I asked what colours you thought, and lots of you said the green. A few of you weren't sure about green just because of the plants being up here and they wouldn't maybe contrast against it, but considering all the plants are over the other side of the room and the wall that I've painted is that side of the room, I thought this was a really nice option. So I kind of whittled it down to a few different greens, and in the end I went for green 18, and I got a can in the eggshell, which is great for the woodwork, and I also got the emulsion too. I've got lots left over actually, so I might use some of this in another area in the home. Quite tempted to do my headboard with this actually. I think that'd be quite nice, calming colour in the bedroom as well. But yeah, the paint's really good actually. Haven't tried it before, and I'm really pleased with how it's gone on, and yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's looking. Crikey, it is warm up here. I've had to close the windows because of the traffic noise, but yeah, I think I'll have to open them while I continue. So the paint has dried. I did a undercoat. I had to prep it all basically, so like a primer on all of the wood and all of the skirting because it was all brand new from the loft conversion. If you're new here, just in case, I converted the loft, so if you'd like to have a little look at the process of that, I've got a whole loft conversion series that you can take a look at. But yes, so it was bare wood on the doors and also all the skirting, so those were primed, and then it took 2 coats of the lip paint to get those looking lovely.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out.
So I've just gone around the ceiling and all of the hardware with the frog tape to prevent any paint getting onto that. So it's all ready for painting now. The undercoat, I gave a light sand, so it's lovely and smooth now. Ready for the paint to go on. And yeah, I've just put a tarpaulin down. Got the eggshell here for the wood and, you know, like the doors and the surrounds and the skirting boards. And then we also have matte emulsion for the walls. And I'm using this paint caddy that I got from the car boot sale. I thought this would be really handy. I'm starting with the eggshell.
I can hear the sound of people talking, the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go.
And we're now at the point where the paint has dried, so we can peel off any remaining tape. And I just thought we'd have a bit of a rejig in here because it seems rude to paint a wall if we're not going to have a rejig. Are you with me? I feel like if you've gone to the effort of painting a wall, some furniture should be moved around or something should change in the space as well. So we'll do that. I've got a few bits that I want to kind of style up and show you. And actually, yeah, I want to make the little terrarium, I think, as well, and deal with some of the plants that aren't looking quite as healthy as this guy. So we'll just have a little bit of a faff and a fiddle. That's the vibe for this makeover. It's going to be a hot and sweaty faff. Yes, there we go. So a quick sip of the water, and I guess we better get cracking with the rest of the makeover. So this is how it's looking now that the paint has all dried. I'll just come back a little bit so you can see. Yeah, I painted the skirting and the door surrounds the same colour. I've just put my filming lamp on to kind of brighten it a little bit so you can see a bit better. But yeah, I just think it looks really nice when you paint the skirting and everything the same. It kind of just ties it all in. And yeah, I'm really happy with the colour. I just think it's lovely, and the finish as well. So this is the eggshell on the wood, and then we've got the emulsion on the wall. But you can use the eggshell on the wall if you wanted to make it a bit more hard wearing. It would be suitable to use on the wall as well. And yeah, I think I'm going to hang a couple of pictures here, and I'm going to move the bar cart into this corner and style all that up. But while I've got this tarpaulin on the floor, I thought I might have a little go at giving the plants a bit of TLC that are up here. So I've gathered up all of the plants, and I've just been down to the roof garden and found this pot, which wasn't being used. So I thought this might be quite nice to use for the pots. Apologies if you can hear traffic, I've had to open the windows. Yeah, this one was from Kew Gardens. It's lovely, isn't it? So I thought we'd use that. And this guy is not looking very happy at all. So I thought we would add some more soil into this one and get this one repotted for the time being. I actually need to go. I know this is not going to go down well, but I need to go plant pot shopping. I'm serious, I am serious, because I need bigger ones. We need bigger pots. Everywhere is small pots in this house. We need bigger pots. All the plants have grown, so that is the vibe. So soon we will be going plant pot shopping I should say, and I'm very excited about that. I'm thinking maybe a trip to HomeSense, because that's where I've spied some really good value plant pots and beautiful glazes on them as well. So yeah, I think that's where we'll head to. But for now, I'm just going to whack this one into here so it's a bit deeper, and so that hopefully it can spread its roots out a little bit in the meantime. I think it'll just be a bit happier with a little bit more space. That's that one. Looks nice in there too. What do we think? I mean, obviously it looks dead, but there is some life in it, so I'm hopeful. We'll see. We'll see how it gets on, but already looks better, even though it's not looking its best. And then I thought we would do this guy, who's looking a bit sorry for himself too. Again, this is one that was featured in the Houseplant Rescue way back. I think it was anyway. I know that I used the container of a protein powder, like a protein powder container, to put this in at the time. So I cut down one of these protein powder tubs, and yeah, not a lot of soil in this one either. So this is a beautiful pot, so I'll use that for something else. But I think this one, what should we do? Let's go into this one for now. In fact, we can use that. I'm just working with what I've got. Sometimes it's just fine to just go around the house, see what you've got, see what you can use, and we'll just do that for the time being, rather than going to the shops. So I'm just using things that I find, but I am definitely going to be going plant pot shopping, and can you tell I'm excited about that? Let's pop this one in here. Oh, that's very dry. Tell you what, it makes a mess doing this, doesn't it? Wow. Glad I got the tarpaulin down. That's better already. I feel like already it's just gone, my roots can breathe now. There we go. Are you happier? I feel like you look happier already. I've got soil all over my knees now. Let's get all that in there. I'm excited to see how these do, because the plants seem to be loving the loft space. They really do.
I don't have an answer for that.
I wasn't talking to you. Alexa, be quiet. I feel mean being mean to Alexa, but sometimes when she pipes in like that, especially when you're in the middle of filming, it's unnecessary. Okay, so, yeah, better. And then we go into this one, I think. That'll do for now. There we are. And then I'm going to make a little terrarium because, do you remember this thrifted container? I wasn't sure whether that was just like an old pickle jar or something, or a vase, but lots of you said it'd make a nice terrarium. So I thought that's what we would do. I haven't got any cactuses to go in this at the moment, but what I have got is some plastic ones, some fake ones that are really old from Poundland. So I thought what I'll do is go in with some of the cactus and succulent and bonsai mix. This is from Miracle Grow, who you may remember I've worked with before, and Miracle Grow is fab. I'm a big fan. It's the reason why I think the plants up here are looking so great. So what I thought I'd do is use this in here, and then if I want to swap them out for some real cactuses, maybe we'll go plant shopping too, then we can do that at a future date. But for now, I can just kind of set it up like a little terrarium. Now I have to make a mess, don't I? So, yeah, what do you think? About halfway? Something like that. I just want it deep enough, I guess, to hide the white pots of these. I've got a few different ones. This one I found. These are from Poundland, and then you can get these really small ones like this from IKEA, and often these will pop up in their sale. I think these were really reasonable, and they're probably in the previous IKEA video. Let's try the cactus.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke, and I will try to fix what has been broken.
And I guess if you had some nice stones, or maybe like some pretty shells or something like that, you could add them. There we go. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. I think that will look lovely over on the side. And yeah, sooner or later, we'll get some real cactuses and succulents added into there. All these aeroplanes coming over, it's making me think of holidays. And I think what I'm going to do is put the tarpaulin straight out onto the roof garden, actually, because I've got some repotting to do out there. But yeah, now it's next to the floor. I'm loving the colour with the wood. I think that looks fab. So yeah, I'll get this all swept up and then we can start styling this space.
Ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold.
Okay, so next up I'm going to put this trolley back. This was a gift from Kate McCabe. I'll link Kate's channel in the description box in case you don't already follow her, but she got me this from the car boot sale. Kate loves her car boot sales too, and oh, maybe a charity shop actually, I forget which, one or the other, but this was I think £3 or something like that, and yeah, real bargain. And when we met up once, we did a little handover of the trolleys. This ends up coming back on the train with me. But yeah, absolutely love it. It's nice and kind of vintage style, and it's perfect for this corner to make a little coffee station, or, you know, drink station, whatever we fancy. Give it a quick wipe down, and we'll put it back into the corner here, because I think that is such a perfect spot for it. Just fits really nicely. I think the gold's going to look really lovely with the green too. So yeah, let's pop that back in here. Got these glasses that I picked up from the charity shop. These were $7.99 for the 4. They're Oliver bonus glasses, and I'm going to get these out and display them on here because I think it'd be really nice to have a set of matching glasses up here.
Words be spoken, and I'll let my mind be carried by the waves. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings.
So now that that's in place, I think it looks really nice. I've got some space underneath it as well, so I might pop something else down there. But I think a piece above it will look really good, and then also a couple of pictures up on the wall there. So I pulled out this one. This was just propped up against the floor. I thought that might look quite nice above the bar cart. And then I've got these couple of charity shop prints that I thought I would hang on the other side. I'm going to use quite short screws because that is a pocket door. So I want to make sure that a screw is not going to be stopping the door from sliding open. So now I'm just going to have a little jig around with the furniture because I'm quite liking the idea of maybe putting a chair over this side. I just thought with that wall it might look quite cool. So I'm going to move the clothes rail across and try one of the chairs over here just to see if it kind of opens up the room a little bit. See how that looks. I'm going to have to find a use for this pot because I'm loving that. I think I'll take that downstairs and see if I can pop that somewhere else. Yeah, it's amazing how when you put a chair into a space, suddenly that space becomes something different. So this is kind of like a bit of a gangway, but I think if we put the chair there, maybe try the clothes rail over here, and put the rail by the mirror across the other side of the room, and I'm thinking if we pop this maybe in there at an angle, what do we think? Yeah, I think that might look quite nice, you know.
Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
So I've moved the clothes rail over here, where the chair kind of was before, next to the mirror. And I think that works quite nicely. It's kind of tucked out the way so you don't see it as you first come in to the space, which is quite nice because when I've got my different outfits on here, I've got some charity shop numbers here that I'll be showing you soon. Yeah, I didn't think it's probably the nicest thing to look at straight away. So I feel like now when you walk into the space, it's a little bit more kind of welcoming and feels a bit more like a kind of relaxing area in this corner now, rather than it being just kind of like the corridor in. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. I've put the ladder behind the chair. And I've popped some more sort of faux grasses behind in the corner there just to kind of bring the eye up to the print. And then I've got this little cocktail book that also came from Kate. And I really like the shape of that. It matches quite nicely with the print as well. And I think the different metallics on the glasses kind of tie it all in really nicely together. So yeah, it's all sort of hodgepodgey, thrifty, random bits. The DIY vase that I made from a bottle of Lenore Unstoppables and some air dry clay. That DIY is on my channel if you haven't seen it already. Poundland jar with some coffee in there, and yeah, I'm really pleased with how that corner's come together. And the prints look really nice here too. I think they look like they've always been there, which is what I was sort of hoping for, to make this space feel a little bit kind of old like the building itself. So you may remember I had a delivery from a company called Ruggable who asked me if I would like to choose one of their rugs. These are machine washable rugs, so you can actually pop these in the washing machine. Obviously if you've got pets, kids, that sort of thing, they can be really good for that. And with them being machine washable, you could easily just wash the spot stains on them too. But this is the one that I went for. I will link it in the description box in case you're interested. And it is quite big. I thought it'd be nice to go for something to really fill up the floor space in here. I thought it might actually make the room feel a bit bigger. Is that a thing? Big rug, right to the edges. Let's see how it looks. So I'm gonna get this rolled out. So it has the instructions here on how to assemble a rug. So it comes with kind of like the rug and then the cover. So it's in two parts, which helps it become washable. What you do is you put the rug pad down first of all. It has a grippy side, which is underneath, and you put it into the position that you want it. And then you take the top part and you just kind of attach it. It kind of velcros into position. So you have the Velcro pads here. and the corners hook over like so. And the rug is down. I think that looks absolutely fab. I love the pattern of this. And I think the really calm kind of neutral colours works really nicely in here. Yeah, very pleased with that. And it's kind of almost like raised up a tiny bit, like with the underside. It does sort of come up a bit. So if you're getting one of these, do keep that in mind. You see it dips down at the edges because you've got the 2 layers. But yeah, very pleased with that. It goes quite nicely with this cushion, doesn't it? Okay, I think I'm going to call it a day here because everywhere's pretty much as I wanted to get it to. There's still a few little tweaks that I want to do to kind of the other side of the room, but it's looking a whole lot better in here. I'm really pleased with the green wall in this area now, really pleased with the rug, and yeah, it's just feeling really nice and calm up here. So what I'm going to do is leave you with a few shots of the finished space so you can have a look at it and tell me what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of the colour, let me know what you think of this layout, if you think that's working, and no doubt I'll be rearranging it all very soon anyway and doing a few more bits up here, so I will keep you posted on all of that in future vlogs. But it's getting rather warm, so I think I might be heading to the swimming pool later on this afternoon. I feel like going swimming to try and cool down a bit. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do give it a little thumbs up, and if you're new here, don't forget to click subscribe for brand new videos every single week. So yeah, I'll leave you now with these shots of the finished room, so enjoy those, and I will see you in another video very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.